punk rock, street trash, Wastelands. And here are your hosts, long-time partners in slime, Adam Obscene and Mark.
Hello world, this is Wastelands. I'm Adam Obscene, and with me in the flesh is Marco Mar.
Hey, Adam Obscene. Thank you. Yes, I am with you here, Adam, live in the flesh in Studio Obscenito. I used my flight credits that I banked from not being able to travel during lockdown over the last couple of years, and I've been able to tap into them, and I've booked a flight up to Studio Obscenito, and here we are.
And what did I do?
Oh,
I made you watch this beauty.
The dangers of adventure. And the consequence of confrontation.
Hey, that's enough! Oh shit, now what? Smile! Oh! Let's get out of here! I'm willing to apologize.
With the
Most of all, Kimura has taught you to be a man.
Karate Warrior.
Oh, dear. So I've just watched the trailer with you, Adam, here in the studio. Oh, that was probably the most enjoyable part I had of watching this movie.
Would you say that minute and 48 trailer is more of the movie than what you actually watched?
Yes. Yep. This is another one of those episodes, mate, where you sent this over to me, and I've tried to have a watch, and honestly, it took me a minute to go through it too at the end. I tried. It's, for my taste, listeners, far out. It's so bad.
So, listeners, just to fill you on the vitals, this is a 1987 Italian production filmed in the Philippines, directed by Fabrizio De Lengas, who is a classic sort of exploitation Italian director who's done great films like Crocodile and Thunder and a whole heap of other great ones. So this is called Karate Warrior. Anthony is visiting the Philippines to see his father. Inadvertently interferes with the affairs of a local gangster, Quino, and happens to be a karate fighter and champion. After embarrassing Quino near a local tournament by kicking him in the nuts, I've got to say,
yeah, and blinding him with his camera flash.
Smile. Anthony is beaten up and left for dead. Then an old monk nurses Anthony back to health, teaches him the way of the karate, and he basically gets his revenge on Quino at a karate tournament. Also finding the love of his life in the small village. Mark, what does that sound like?
I don't know. I think I might need a few more clues. Like maybe he should have dressed up in like a shower costume for Halloween, or maybe waxed and unwaxed a few cars.
I tell you what, that was on telly last night.
Oh.
So basically, this is a shameless knockoff of Karate Kid, listeners, and I find it incredibly enjoyable.
Yeah,
Mark, not so much.
Tell me what you get out of this ad. Let's talk about your love of it. I really do enjoy this.
I like it because there's a couple of really great things that happen in the Italian knockoff cinema. Is that ultimately it gets sold back to the States, and then it goes under brutal edits and brutal dubbing, and that's what I enjoy about this movie is the brutal edits.
Yeah.
To the edits where they've actually edited the final cut so that you get those, we've spoken about this before, where you'll have really atmospheric music and then it'll just cut to the next scene and the music cuts really brutally as well.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much I enjoy that. I aspire for my filmmaking to do that exact thing on purpose. And then the brutal dubbing and almost total disregard for the storyline, and this one in particular, the English dub is astounding in its nonsensicalness.
Yeah,
like there is
pretty bad.
statements in there where they say one random thing, and then the next sentence doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
and it's really quite jarring. Add to that several occasions throughout this film, the English dub drops out,
Yeah.
and it goes back into Italian,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
which is hilarious.
Oh no! So they just skipped that part altogether.
Yeah, so it's like they missed it. And I checked this. I thought
so
maybe
funny.
it was just the version I was watching, but I
Yeah.
looked online, and I think nearly every single version of Karate Warrior that is on YouTube and all the other platforms does exactly the
great.
same English dropout, which is
That's great.
great. I guess the other
Excuse
thing
me.
is that it is shamelessly trying to do the Karate Kid thing, but it does kind of bring its own little elements to it. It's a lot more raw. It's not as PG,
Oh man, it is rough.
and it's rough. So and like there's heaps, and because it is budget Italian filmmaking, there is heaps of really good goofs and stuff in it. But I want to talk like just things like the main kid Anthony. He's got a couple of quotes, but he talks about the bad guy, and this is a quote that his dub says, "Quino, he's damn good, damn he's good."
Oh well, that's nice. A bit of positive reinforcement.
So this
for
is the guy
Quino
just
there. That's
wiped him. I think that was when he was watching him in the tournament.
okay.
So he says he said that, and this is what I mean about the dubbing not making a lot of sense. He says this about this guy, and then the next thing he goes, "Hey, stop that!" and then gets into a sort of almost a brawl with him, flashes him in the face with the camera, and kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're going to do to a karate champion? This guy, this kid, this American kid visiting the Philippines and picking a fight with a gangster is so clueless.
So clueless.
More clueless than Daniel-san.
Oh, Daniel-san. How? Okay. Honestly, ads. I got up to that bit and I was like, "Fuck me! I can feel my soul leaving my body." I've got to scrub through to the end, and text you straight away that I failed. Why does he get in the fight? Like, what kind of personality disorder does he have that he starts a fight in a foreign country with a martial arts expert?
So this is what I take from this. This is an Italian film about an American.
Oh, I see.
So I think that this is like
Ugly American.
The director's take on the arrogant American.
Oh, I see.
What doesn't work
Okay.
is that this ugly American is meant to be the hero, but he's an utter jerk.
You gotcha.
Like he's so full of self-importance,
Yeah.
and it's like he, at the scene where he first has the run-in with the gangster is he just walks out onto the street
Yeah.
without looking, and the gangster almost like hits him with the bike. And the first thing the kid says is, "You almost run me over." Was actually you walked out in front of it,
Yeah.
And so it
Yeah,
starts
got
from
you.
there. Like,
Yeah.
So I think that this is that interpretation of like this is the Daniel-san character who's a fish out of water, but he's an American in the Philippines,
Yeah.
written by an Italian.
Okay. So let's make this guy, taller than everybody else, really obnoxiously white, and just rude to everybody. Arrogant, like you said.
And it's the arrogance that, and I know there's something in translation, but like it's his arrogance that he's in his single-mindedness of what is right in the American way. And this is a weird thing, isn't it? Like he's in another country. He's not in America. He doesn't respect the customs of the culture.
Yeah.
He's clueless.
Yeah.
His dad totally knows what's going on. He tells like the son to apologize to the gangster, and he goes, "Why should I?" He's just like, it's like, the dad's gone, "Dude, you need, you 16-year-old fuck, you need to like get your head on, otherwise you're gonna like end off the side of a highway with the shit kicked out of you."
Yeah.
Which happens.
So then what? He has to get. So then he has
nursed
to
back to help by the monk, who
Yep.
happens to be the guy who trained. What's his name again? The bad guy.
Quino.
Trained Quino, but and this is that thing where it's Quino. It's like Cobra Kai. It's like there's the karate, which is about peaceful wellness, and then Cobra Kai, which is about attack, defend, kill, destroy. This Quino dude has taken the learnings of, I think his name is the Master Kamara. He's taken his learn and he uses it basically to fund and fuel and power his illegal racketeer protection ring. So
okay.
out of
That makes sense.
so out of like disrespect, out of disgust and being disrespected, the karate master retires to the forest and becomes a reclusive monk.
Right.
So that's sort of how that sets up. So then Quino beats the shit out of Anthony, and then the rough cut is brutal, and then the next thing you see is that Anthony's on a bed in a hut in the bush with Master Chimera, and the exchange between those two is really weird.
Yeah.
Like it's like he's asking, "Don't ask me questions. I'm going to ask you questions. Don't speak. I've been in solitude. Okay, I won't speak." So why are you in solitude?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's like this sort of, and he goes, "You're making me regret actually saving you." So there was some funny shit in there, but then the most ludicrous part is apparently this dude is such an amazing karate master.
Yeah.
That he taught Quino everything he knows. Quino is actually a brutal gangster and is the best. He's 5-time national champion in karate. Kicks everybody's ass. There's scenes where he's fighting 5 people in a karate ring. But the master can teach Anthony to be better than Quino in what seems like 3 days.
Oh, nice. That's a pretty good turnaround. Montage! That was one of my questions. Montage. Is there a training montage? Are we waxing on, waxing off? What are we doing?
Not as much as you would like. I think we could re-edit the training sequences in this film and put some sort of like 80s middle of the road music and saxophone and make a really great montage out of it. I might actually do that for TikTok.
Oh yeah. MOR is up. Let's have some MOR.
But he basically trains him up, so he does, and he teaches him this power move, which is like almost like a like Street Fighter power punch type of thing. Not dissimilar to Bolo Jung's power transference punch.
Oh
in
yeah,
TC 2000.
Yeah,
which he does use at the end. So that's, I guess, that power punch is like the take that power punch put in the crane kick from Karate Kid. That's the signature move.
Got you. So
he does that, and I guess like so he then comes back and his mum comes from overseas. To find his mum is a classic actor from Italian films, Janet Argent. She's been in some great exploitation films, like a lot of Galileo Italian horrors. But she was also in Red Sonja, which is like the oily walnut connection, which we always like to try and pull in.
Absolutely.
She was also, I think, in that post-apocalyptic film Hands of Steel, which is pretty awesome. So she's the mum, and she comes over and she does the typical, "Oh, my boy, what, blah, 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 blah." But they still let him get in the ring with this effectively trained killer, the mum and dad. And it's
after
funny
3
because
days.
the mum tries to stop it and the dad says, "No, he needs to do this."
Oh, yeah. Let the
reckless abandon.
let the little turd get the shit kicked out of him.
That's parenting in the 80s for you.
Yeah, there you go. So I've got a question about him recuperating with the monk. Like, did his mum and dad know he was there?
Apparently, Master Chimera sent them a post-it note on a pigeon because there's like, apparently somehow the dad knows that he's with this dude in the forest and he will be back in 10 days.
Yeah. Right.
If that's not a reason to call the cops straight away.
Yeah, that's right, man. Like,
my 16-year-old boy is with a hermit in the bush.
Yeah. I better pop down to the payphone and see if I can alert the authorities.
Yeah, it's like, no, well, that'll be fine. So
yeah, no problems.
So the master Chimera is Ken Watanabe. So he was in a lot of like sort of samurai, ninja, Italian Filipino crossover films. So Lady Commandos was one, which was a pretty good one.
Was he in
Commando Invasion? Ninja Warriors?
Was he in Lingerie Kickboxer?
No.
Oh, shame.
No. Lingerie Kickboxer. I tried looking for that, by the way. I'll let you know how we go.
Okay.
Invaders of the Lost Gold, like bunches of other sort of like ninjery type of
some ninjery shit.
Ninjery shit.
Ninjuring.
It's definitely a thing. Ninjuring.
Yeah. Ninjuring. Yeah.
Ninjuring. What do you do for a living? I'm a ninjuring master.
Isn't that a town just west of here?
I'm just ninjuring around the place.
Ninjuring around.
But that'd be like jumping from shadow to shadow, wouldn't it? If you're ninjuring.
Ninjuring, yeah. Oh, it could mean a lot of different things. Using a knife to cut up onions well.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Just going to ninja.
Samurai sword.
Oh, yeah.
Ninjas don't use samurai swords. That'd be a samurai.
Yeah.
Unless you're a samurai ninja.
Fuck.
Samurai Ninja Warrior, 1989.
That's it.
I bet you that exists.
Yeah, it's probably the follow-up to this.
So that's basically the long and short of it, listeners. It's there's not a lot more in there except for the fact that it's just basically if you enjoyed bad acting, bad editing, bad dubbing, bad everything, and actually really awfully choreographed fight scenes, but enjoy that package somehow coming together, and for me being fairly watchable, and for Mark being totally not watchable, I recommend get on it. Like it's good for shits and giggles. Marco, the factoid of this is so Karate Warrior. Its translation from Italian is not actually Karate Warrior. It's actually The Boy with the Golden Komodo.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what else is actually really weird?
What's that?
5 sequels, dude.
Oh. That's unfair to humanity.
There's actually more sequels than the original Karate Kid and remakes combined.
Oh my God. So, was it a hit somewhere? I guess it would have been a hit in the Philippines. Like where? I don't see where. This is where I'm struggling as, like, I don't see a place for this movie at all. And I really I love this, that we can talk about it, because what I see as weaknesses that I can't get around are strengths that you embrace. And I love that. And I love talking to you about it too, because it's pretty funny. It's a bit of a good cop, bad cop thing.
Yeah, look, there surely is. Like, let's just have a look at the interwebs and see...
Sure.
See what it's rated at.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a 4.5 out of 10 rating on IMDb.
Yeah, well, you know that was just the director and all the cast and stuff.
It was everybody that was in it.
yeah.
Everybody that had anything to do with it.
Yeah. It's like all the fake TripAdvisor accounts.
Oh, mate. It's like, it's all their friends, family.
Oh, get on
So, look, it's almost got 50%. I think that there's just this thing with most bad movies, isn't it? It's like you've got a wheelhouse that people just, bad movies that rule, bad movies that are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this a movie that is so good it's bad, or so bad it's good? I don't know. I feel that after almost 3 years of doing this podcast and watching bad movies for a lifetime, you and I, we're not the best barometers of this stuff anymore. Particularly, I'm not the best barometer of this stuff anymore, because my threshold for bad movies is so high.
It's incredible.
Like, I can watch some absolute trash and find some stuff out of it, because that's why I'm entering into it. And I think that that's probably the hot tip.
Oh, I see. So you're actively looking for the shit.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at a movie to be a movie that is going to win an Oscar. I'm looking at a movie that is going to be the most brutal of brutal edits.
Yeah, I love the edits and the way you do your Thursday night videos, Adam. Your shorts. Those edits crack me up.
And the funny thing about that editing style is that it is actually a lazy boys editing style. It's just do it fast and get it quick. And this is what these movies were. They would punch them out in a week. They would get done really, really quickly, because their whole idea was that it was to be a cash-in on,
So funny.
I'm just trying to look on Rotten Tomatoes to see if it's got a rating in there.
So they did Karate Warrior 2 in 1988.
Yep, so the next year. So that shows you how quickly they can turn these things around. So it clearly was...
Pump them out.
They were probably making this sequel before it was even released. I think all the actors from Karate Warrior 2 are actually... It is like the same crew and cast, and then it becomes a different mob after that. But, it is what it is. It's crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's crapfully entertaining if that's what you're after.
Absolutely.
And look, listeners, if you're listening to us and you have somewhat of an appreciation of bad movies, B-grade punk rock and street trash, that's our wheelhouse. You expect us to talk about this, but as Mark would say, we watch this shit so you don't have to.
That's it. That's it. And I think you're getting a pretty balanced view from us, really. I mean, yes, we aren't the best barometers, but we're going to give you
honest account.
An honest account. Like, you know, we're kind of like the two old dudes up in the balcony on the Muppet Show. Like that's us. And you know, I think you can hear probably the best of both worlds with reviewing a movie like this.
Definitely would have been one much more enjoyable if we watched it together. Because I think we would have just been rolling on the ground in hysterics.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that there is those movies that definitely get played into that sort of approach, is that if you want to just have some good shits and giggles with some buddies, this is, you could do worse at an hour and 34 minutes on this one.
For sure.
Have it playing in the background. And I think that it will actually, by the slow start, by the time it picks up and you get to the montage scenes, you'll kind of be in.
Yeah.
And you can have that buddy support group to get you over that first, like, 45 minutes, which is pretty hard going.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's, yeah, I wouldn't recommend watching all 5 in a row, though. You'd probably need hospitalization after that. But give the first one a go for sure and see how you go. And
I probably almost, like, I haven't seen the second one. I'd probably feel that the second one has a similar flavor, but I wouldn't go beyond that. I'm not like a sadistic, you know, torturer. I think that they would get suitably worse. Listeners, if you have seen all 5, let us know. Hit us up on all the socials at Wastelands Radio Show. Challenge us if, you know, we should watch more than just the first one. You never know, but there's a lot more ninjering to be had. So
absolutely,
we're on all the platforms. Just search Wastelands Radio Show. Where I said before on the socials, but yeah, we've just started up the TikToks where we're dropping the videos. You know,
mate, we're on bloody TikTok.
It's going pretty well, and you know, go straight to the source. It's wastelands.com.au for your hints, tips, and direct downloads.
And yeah, the odd Lamington recipe.
Yeah, and the Lazy Boy Nachos, which is a hit with the ladies.
The Lady Boy Nachos.
Lady Boy Nachos.
Or Lazy Boy Nachos.
Lazy Boy
Lazy
Nachos.
Boy Nachos.
Lady Boy Nachos sounds like a weird trip to, like, Southeast Asia.
Oh, no, don't.
Anyway, mate, if there's nothing more to sort of, like, get into this.
No.
Any last thoughts on this movie?
No, not on this movie. No, it's watch at your own peril, people.
Peril. All right,
Peril.
Meryl, watch it at your own peril.
Watch it at your own barrel.
Meryl. Righto, well, it's good night from me.
It's good night from him.
And it's good night from him too.
And it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
And him.
To hear your cries.
Like this.